Hey guys, Real Spartan here. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon, part 28, I think. I think because I haven't really been keeping track. I just record them and then upload them one at a time, nonetheless. Haven't recorded in bulk for a while. So yeah, we're gonna kill the Swine Prince and get a Grave Robber's Raider's Talisman, which I probably will never be using because of the food consumed, stipulation. But nevertheless, we're bringing out this group. We got level 3 skills on and gear on these guys, except for the Houndmaster, who only has level 2 stuff because he's like level 1. I did name him Shag and Scoob because that's his actual name in the game's files if you look into them. So yeah. Probably don't even need to bring this much food since this mission takes absolutely no time to get to the boss.
The ways and rituals of blood sacrifice are difficult to master. Those from beyond require a physical vessel if they are to make the crossing into our reality. The timing of the chants is imperative. Without the proper utterances at precise intervals, the process can fail spectacularly.
This is why you don't trust the ancestor to summon up your giant army of creatures.
A nameless abomination. A testament to my failures. It must be destroyed.
So it can be either here or here, and considering this one has the most branching paths, I'll go this way. Because it gives me more opportunities to avoid fights where I probably shouldn't be avoiding fights, but, sometimes you just don't want to get as much stress as possible. Luckily the Houndmaster has a good trap disarm rate, or trap resist as it's called, because he just walked into it. So, yep. Since this is a medium level length mission because it's a boss fight, there is a chance of a secret room, so that's why I packed a few keys in this mission. Because of course there's treasure things normally the one that we're coming up to now. Where's the highest bleed resist? It is the Man-at-Arms. Okay. That's still worth checking every time because it's only a little bit of bleed. And we got some swine men. Hopefully we can go before all of them, which is not true because this guy hit us. But yeah. So I want to kill this swine stress dealer first, so I'm going to use vulnerability hex because it reduces his dodge and marks it so the Houndmaster can kill him in one hit. Hopefully, in one hit. Because let's not forget that the Houndmaster has really pitiful damage. Oh. I feel like it's not, my voice isn't as best as it could be. Something's wrong with it, I don't know.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Okay, so stun buff, stun resist buff, should I say. And we're gonna outspeed them this round. Do we need this? I'll just use it in case the Houndmaster is too weak to finish off this guy. 12 to 18, that actually was pretty much enough. Crush is probably the best skill here, even though Rampart would have worked as well. And I'll just Hew to kill these guys. Which probably won't kill either of them, but it'll weaken them enough for someone else to Hew. Oh, never mind, I could forget that the leper has ridiculous damage. 3, wonderful. We could go for a stress heal. Yeah, I don't really expect to get good stress heals from the Houndmaster. Let's move you back to your default position. Okay, so it's not here. Hang on. Oh, wait, it has to be here. Because it's 5 rooms away. Okay, got it. So, yeah, let's open this. My accuracy is just not on point today. If I'm not on point, I shouldn't be playing Overwatch. That's a joke about how no one wants to get on the bloody point. Because why would you get on the point? You just want to get kills to kill the enemies. And you have to play Genji all the time. And Hanzo. I haven't really come across many Hanzo mains in my games. I see tons of Genji mains. But, yeah, not many Hanzo mains. Probably because his arrows are unreliable. I mean, they may have a hitboxes the size of trees, but still unreliable. And I need to bounce between crits being unreliable and crits being the only thing you should focus on buffing. It changes depending on what level you're on. Like at this stage I wouldn't buff crit because it's not the biggest issue. Unless it's like a massive crit buff like the ones the man at arms gives. So yep, my parts arrived today. I'm gonna have to get Strawberries around. If there's no video posted tomorrow, that's because I'm building my PC, because Strawberry said he may be available tomorrow.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
And then we'll get to things what I'm doing with my new PC after it's done. Also, going to move this torch here. Okay, so no secret room unless it's in this hallway or this hallway, which it probably isn't. Okay, now just ignore that coughing fit. So God-fearing, night-blindness, witness, faithless, faithless. No one has faith here, except for whatchamacallit, what's his name, Leper? No name nobody. I'm not good at naming lepers, and I'm also apparently not good at seeing traps. That one was completely my fault, because I wasn't paying attention, I was focusing on my loot. It doesn't matter, it's just a bit of stress. We can camp to remove that. So, first off, let's kill the wretch. If this bleeds, it'll kill soon. Excellent. Go for an abyssal artillery.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
You is always good. And crush.
Decimated.
Perfect hit. And yeah, it's down to 1. No, a little bit of damage on the man-at-arms. I'm so scared. Moo. Almost misclicked and clicked on the Houndmaster. The hitboxes are a bit weird. I remember back when the Necromancer's hitbox was actually really huge, so if you wanted to click on a skeleton that's in front of him, you'd most likely miss. And no scout, so let's camp here, because we can buff ourselves for the swine god.
A chance to steel oneself against the coming horror.
Of course, it's not actually the swine god, it's the swine prince. Of course, tactics weapon practice is the best thing. And the leper got all the crit buff, so he will be most likely just annihilating the swine.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Who needs to prevent the nighttime ambush, to be honest? It's not that dangerous in level 1 missions anyway. Especially when we are rocking level 3 gear and skills. I say rocking all the time. It's because I keep watching Bear Taffy's. I've watched every episode of his Darkest Dungeon Let's Play, and he says that word all the time. So yeah, I guess I just get it from him. We'll save the dog treats for the boss. There's a bleed there. That's Hugh. Didn't crit either of them, despite the fact it had a 40% chance to crit effectively. That was a good 8, so we're gonna kill this stupid Acolyte. It's better than Accolade, the company that made a Bubsy. I'm just gonna bellow anyway. Bellow was surprisingly effective early on. I mean, I'm going to just replace it with, what's the move called? Bolster later, because Bolster can't miss, but it's good while it lasts. Let's Hound's Harry, because it's just like Bellow, except it bleeds. What is Hound's Harry actually portraying? Is the dog just running around nibbling them a bit? I don't know, I never thought about that.
So too will
Don't eat holy water, because you can only use them on piles of bones, and we haven't found any of those yet that we haven't interacted with. So, Swine Prince, I need to decide whether I want to weaken this guy or buff, like, damage. Marking is probably not the best idea here. Direct damage is better. You know what, I'm going to weaken this turn, buff up my protection with these guys separately, and then go for, like, all damage and junk. So this is going to obliterate masses, not going to deal that much damage because we're both protected. Okay, end this one, and I can use the Man-at-Arms as like a superhero. So, Vulnerability Hex, and we'll start using those dog biscuits now. Not like Bear Taffy, who forgets to use them every single mission he goes on. No, I just do that sometimes. And Defender with 70% protection at level 1. 15 to 23 damage. Still not as good as the Leper, but it's okay. Probably would be as good as the Leper if he had a level 3 weapon, to be honest, though. And these two, that is an issue. Not that much of an issue, because, does the Leper... Yes, he has plus 32 at the bottom. Not plus 32 anything, but just plus 32. I just got a new buff. Yeah, it's plus 32. It's the stupidest thing ever. Why is everyone hitting 18s? Those aren't the best number. You know what? I'll try to stun him. Okay, it didn't work. I didn't expect it to be honest, but... You know, we had 149% stun. Obliterate masses. I just didn't want to waste my turn doing anything else, because he's kind of really weak. This is what happens when you wait to do the bosses. It's just like waiting to do Gilgamesh in Final Fantasy XII for the first time. That fight is a lot more fun when it isn't as easy. Gilgamesh is such a great character. Needs to be in Kingdom Hearts.
How many rats will it take to gnaw through a ton of putrid flesh?
And in the end, the Man-at-Arms, the unit who wasn't like concerned with damage at all, got the finishing blow. Marvelous. And he missed. Yeah, I don't think I can record much more after this, to be honest. My voice is giving out. I don't know why.
Obliterated.
Okay, so we got a Bleed Amulet and another Stun Stone.
Slow and insidious killer.
Going to be using neither of these things. So let's just dump off the dog treats and the busts, because herbs can still be useful. I'll just trudge around this dungeon for a bit. God damn it. I knew that would happen if I dumped off the holy water. Okay, we get some extra supplies. 8 food from a knife rack. I don't think that was as much of a knife rack as it was a spare cupboard. Just made, like, with a bunch of knives stuck into it. And more stress. The Leper is obviously the most stress-vulnerable unit that we have. You know, because it's plus 30% stress damage taken from those trinkets. Okay, so, Rampart. Fish oil wasted on the ramparts. Or whatever the Leper says when he's afflicted. I don't know, he's like the most insane character when he's afflicted. He says absolute nonsense. Like, all of the others have like some sense to what they're saying, like something, my legs have drifted away. That's like, oh, your legs have drifted away, so you're not taking action. But no, Leper Man with the swamp in the head, summon the grapefruit cavalry, that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. I mean, it sounds funny as hell, because it's just like, oh really? No stress relief. Well, fuck you too. But yeah, it's weird in a good way. A bleeding charm. Never going to be using that because I have the bleed amulet, which is better. I remember when this used to give plus 20% bleed skill chance, plus 15% damage with no downside. That was back in the days when the Hellion was like the best unit in the game. But now it's a kind of okay. Not the best unit, but okay. Can we get the Collector here? I kind of want to kill him for more loot. Yes, sometimes I call for the actual Collector. He doesn't show up, like, ever, but... You know, it would be nice if he showed up sometimes. You have Beast Slayer. You have Beast Hater and Beast Slayer, so... Yeah, you are like the perfect unit to bring out here. And, yeah, just gonna do that just in case it crits. Because Hugh is like the move I'm gonna be using, of course.
Executed with impunity.
And the buff wears off, so,
Seize this
yep.
momentum. Push on to the task's end.
That spider apparently had a sapphire on it because maggots don't drop loot ever, unless it's in pitch black. Even then, they sometimes don't. And I'm out of torches. Wonderful. So this is probably the final fight we're going to do because we have no buffs, no nothings, and I don't want stress damage. And it's more spiders. If we get a good abyssal artillery, then we can just like take both of these things out easily.
Back to the pit.
Oh, it was doing like 7 to 10 last time because of the bloody whatchamacallit weapons practice buff. I usually forget that weapons practice, like, it actually sometimes helps the backline support.
Cleansed from our lands.
Because they do damage. It may be very little, but it is still damage. Well, that was a very short mission. I guess it was good that I recorded today when my voice isn't the best with a short mission, because I wouldn't be able to go through like all of this. You're Eldritch Hater now as well. You just hate everything, don't you? You are I hate everything. In a cultist form.
Some may fall, but their knowledge lives on.
Time to upgrade all the skills that I've gotten, because there's like no better time to do it than now. I wish there was a quirk that gave you like, negative cost on skill, because we have weapons tinker, we have armor tinker, so why not have like easily like apprenticed or something like that. I don't know, some junk that helps with the price of skill upgrades, because those are effectively as expensive as weapon and armor upgrades. Next episode, we're gonna go purify the altars in the ruins, because I'm pretty sure after this, we're gonna get another boss fight, which is gonna be the Prophet. We're going to need the damage buff in order to kill the Prophet, because he's a lot more dangerous in level 3 missions than he is in level 1s. So I'll see you guys in the next video where we go and do that. Bye.